A rainy Thursday in East Tennessee. So far this year, though, we have seen more than 56 inches of precipitation. That's almost 10 inches more than a normal year. Last year, we were slightly above average as well.
So we're in the Weather Center starting things off with Todd Howell to talk more about what's caused this wet trend for December.
Yeah, just an active subtropical jet stream, plentiful moisture. We are talking about more than likely, as we've been talking about in the past, a weak El Nino. It is in the process of developing, and that tends to enhance the southern jet stream coming across the southern U.S., the Gulf of Mexico. And just to reiterate the numbers, Beth and Robin, yes, and this was just before today's data came down, so nearly 7 inches, technically about 5.5 inches above right now compared to the exact same time we were yesterday for this date. And so far at McGee-Tyson Airport, 57 100ths. Here at Channel 10, we've had 78 100ths for today. And up to the minute rainfall this month, 2.77 inches. And that's actually close to the average for this time of year. And there's that departure for the year at over 10.25 inches. So another rainy day. That's what we're seeing right now across the region. And as we look at Skywatch 10 radar, yeah, some of that moderate to heavier precipitation making its way on through. So yeah, just another active southern stream system bringing up the moisture. And now with the colder air moving in, we're talking about the rain mixing with and changing to some snow showers across the higher elevations later tomorrow. So coming up, we'll talk about potential snow in the mountains.
Okay.
Tomorrow, of course, 4 days away from Christmas. And that may get some folks thinking, hey, what about Christmas Day? No.
Not going to happen, huh?
Go ahead and clutch that right. Okay. It may be a little bit of very light rain Monday night before, but yeah, tomorrow night could have snow in the mountains.
All right,
Okay.
Todd, thank you.
Okay.
Well, TVA says the wet year has kept its River Forecast Center busy. The Tennessee Valley is on pace to reach or set a record in rain this year. They say that's because of tropical systems in the Gulf and runoff from big storms in North Carolina. The River Forecast Center says its plan to handle all that extra water is constantly changing to fit the forecast.
We've also had crews at dams making spillway gate changes routinely at main river dams like Fort Loudon and Watts Bar, but also even tributary dams, places like Fontana. We're sluicing water out of Fontana, and sluicing water we started today out of Cherokee.
And TVA says the ultimate goal is to stop the rain from becoming a problem down the road. They are already preparing for rain that we could see next week.
Tennessee wildlife leaders are planning regulatory changes. We'll get to that story in just a moment.
So as we lower levels at Cherokee, Douglas, Fontana, Norris, it creates storage room so we can store some of this rainfall and the runoff from this rainfall so we can reduce flooding downstream.
TVA says so far this year is in the top 10 wettest years in its 120 years of precipitation records.